Do you agree that I would guess in his own mind, if nothing else, Brady has a lot to prove this year?
Oh, there's definitely pressure, and he definitely has a lot to prove. And it's exactly what Domonique is saying in terms of, was it Belichick or was it Brady? I mean, if he plays poorly and New England, wins 10 or 11 games with Cam Newton or Jarrett Stidham, yeah, that doesn't look good for Tom Brady in terms of, how people would view his hand in the success, in New England for all those times, all those years. But so I'm not disputing that there's a massive amount of pressure and probably self-induced pressure on Brady. I just think the difference is Tom Brady's probably made about $200 million, where he's going to be viewed how we view him for the most part. Dak Prescott is not. That's why I chose him. But yeah, the point about Brady is absolutely correct.
Yeah, RC, let's focus in on that a little bit farther because, one of the things we do with our great athletes is we like to write the end of their careers for them. You know what I mean? Like there was a part of me that always wishes Michael Jordan had walked away from the game with his hand in the air in Utah instead of coming back and playing in Washington for those 2 years. I don't know how he feels about it all these years later, but we sort of want to see them go out like that. And there's a part of me, even though everyone knows I root against the Patriots based on my own fandom, like you don't want to see Brady diminished. You don't want to see him less than his best. And I would guess he, more than anybody, doesn't want the world to see that.
Well, I think playing at this age, you're going to be less than your best. And you're going to be less than your best no matter where you play. But what Tom Brady thought to himself is, if I can't be what I used to be, let me be stronger elsewhere. If I'm Iron Man, if I'm Tony Stark, and I'm only a human, but I'm super rich, I'm going to build this suit, right? I'm going to get all of these things, all of this help, so I can be a part of the Avengers. And that's what Tom Brady did. He said, you know what? N'Keal Harry, Julian Edelman, Josh McDaniels, yeah, those guys are cool. But listen, let me go get Mike Evans. Let me get Chris Godwin. Let me bring Gronk along, O.J. Howard. Let me get in this pass-happy offense that I can now use these weapons to build me up where I'm no longer as strong as I used to be. Tom Brady won't be the Tom Brady we used to know, but he can still be in this place with the talent around him and win. And I say this right now today. If Tom Brady doesn't have a great year and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't exceptional or don't make a deep playoff run, there will be people that come out and say, but he's 43 years old. We knew that this wasn't the Tom Brady he used to be. If Tom Brady makes this jump at age 33, when he's got some Super Bowls already and we're trying to figure out if it's Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, I think that's where the pressure is. But 43-year-old Tom Brady, who's not supposed to be playing anyway right now, I don't think so many people think about this as a defining moment in his career. So this is all lagniappe, as we say in New Orleans, as we say in Louisiana. If he wins, it's only going to add to his legacy. If he loses, myself and many other people are going to come on here and make excuses for him and say why he's the greatest player of all time still, the same way I say Michael Jordan still averaged 22 for the Wizards and had stats that only 11 other people had in the league, and he was 40, and before he came back, he was fat.
So maybe Jordan isn't the best example to use, but I grew up with, a sports-loving father who told me that it pained him to watch Willie Mays at the end of his career, and you'll hear that from a lot of people of that generation. Go ahead, Nick. I'll give you the final word.
No, I guess I'm looking at the upside, because can you imagine the story if he has a MVP caliber season, or if he plays well and they go to and win the Super Bowl? That's the pressure I'm talking about, because you're right. We'll forget about this chapter of his career if he stinks, but if he goes off and has a great season or a couple of seasons, that'll be part of his Hall of Fame montage. And I think about him as Big Boy from Outkast. Like, they were historic, and that group was fantastic. But then Big Boy went separate, and people were like, hey, maybe he can't do it without three stacks. He had hits after hits on top of hits. His left foot, tight album. Like, he has a chance. Tom Brady's a chance to go down south and give me a Lucius left foot, and I need it. Come on, Tom.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.